Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink. It is time for some Path of Exile discussion. GGG announced today the 3.18 timeline. So patch 3.18 will be more of a Challenge League focused expansion than 3.17 was, which was mostly focused on the Atlas overhaul, with a bit of a Challenge League thrown in as an afterthought. 3.18 will be much more about a Challenge League. Now, this is going to be coming out on the 13th of May if you're in the American time zones, and the 14th of May if you're in the Australian time zones, like I am. And for those of you that are somewhere in between, it'll be somewhere in between. Based upon GGG's past practice, we can speculate pretty accurately upon the dates that are likely for the other major announcements that go with the patch. So typically in recent leagues, 8 days before league start is when they run the major live stream announcement. This will be the biggest single info dump for the entire league. And so we can anticipate this coming on May 5th American, May 6th Australian. So that's the biggest single piece of news. But then there'll be a whole spoiler season leading up to it. Typically this is 3 weeks. So I'm anticipating it starting somewhere around the 24th of April. And that will be one teaser a day for a little while. And these teasers will be little things at first, things like one divination card or one unique item early on. And then they'll build up to a bit of a crescendo. You'll start seeing 3 of them a day, and you'll start seeing just more significant things that will have more of an impact on the way the game is played. So this could be things like new currency orbs, where they decide to introduce new currency orbs, then that's when you would see those get announced. So there'll also be a balance manifesto and patch notes, which will come out at more unpredictable times. You can't really predict when these are going to come out, but they'll be somewhere in this period. And there'll be things like gem changes that will be announced in their own timeline that we can't really predict. Generally, though, the gems will be finalized 2 days before launch, and that's usually the point at which you can start really theory crafting new builds based around any new skills that the patch is going to launch. Anyways, so the last day of the Archnemesis Challenge League is likely to be 5 days before the league goes live. So that means that you've got until then to get 38 or 36 or 34 or 32 or 12 or 24 or 40 challenges, whatever your goal is in the Archnemesis League. And so you've got a little bit longer than I was expecting, actually. You've got about 4 weeks left in the Archnemesis League in order to do that. Lastly, I've been taking a bit of a break from Path of Exile lately, and I'm still on that. So I'm going to have one video about something else that'll go live later on today, and that is a review of Dyson Sphere Program, which is a game that I've been playing a lot in the interim. So I'll post that today. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there. May your Varlobs have interesting results, and I will see you a lot during spoiler season, because that's when this channel goes into overdrive.